Here we go. It's Nush versus Shadi here in the Mina Cash Cup. It's a $3,200 tournament, and these guys trying to go home in first place. We got Nush versus Shadi, and you're going to notice W's and L's. And as I always say, this is not how I feel towards the individual players. It is an indicator to let you know who made it here through winners. Nush made it through winners, so he is currently with a W next to his name, because Shadi will have to win twice. Shadi will have to win twice if he wants to take down Nush here in this grand final, as Nush gets a reset off the ceiling and drops down to put in the first goal. Shadi, we saw him do this against Natter earlier, going up high to around ceiling height, getting challenged off the ceiling, and then using his flip to pop it back over the top of the oncoming challenge. Nush has a really clean speed flip there to the kickoff, and gonna slam, almost slam in a tight angle. Shadi gonna most likely try and slow this game down a little bit, have him play at his pace. Nush wants to just play like a maniac everywhere all the time. Those kind of games favor him, and he's gonna dive in and get a demo. Says, I refuse to slow down, which means I'll just have to take you off the map. And Nush makes it 2-1. Just wanted to test the EDM emote. Nush. Reset flick. We saw him launch an absolutely ridiculous one earlier today. Didn't get quite the same power here against Shadi. Nush gonna pass to himself off the ceiling. Wave dash catch. He is just in the flow state with the ball, but will he ever create a scoring opportunity with it? Here's Shadi slowing the game down into the flick and the boost steal. Nush has been aggressive, so I think Shadi making sure to jump early, not be the victim of a quick demo. Now he's got himself an air dribble, but he's on a side of the ball that's not going to be easy to score with. His only way to do so is probably a 50, which he did a pretty good job of. As Nush sends it away with the last bit of boost he does have left. Shadi cannot catch him out in the midfield. Nush back to his back wall. No angle for Shadi. Little pinch. Again, he just separates himself. Buys a little bit of space, but it's still Shadi with control. Shadi, nice flick. Eventually does beat out Nush, and it's a 2-2 game. Double demo. Ball will not roll in, as Shadi now has control. This flick into the hands of Nush, who is able to control it on the back wall. Now both these guys having to half flip, flick it as they look to get a dribble going. Demo will give Nush space. Can he turn this into something? Shadi is immediately up after the respawn, brings it back down to the ground. Air dribble bump. It works. Shadi thought about the early challenge, but ultimately tried to react to the bump on the second take. Ends up sending himself over the top of Mr. Nush. Shadi sees the chain dashing Nush, very likely to overshoot the save here. And that is exactly what happens, is he just puts it out back the way Nush was coming. Sorry, I don't think we can. I was muted. I was clearing out my nose a bit. But we do not pause. The way the cash cups work, I don't think it includes any adminning in terms of like pausing or remaking or anything sort of like that. So he tried to get a pause, did not succeed in getting it. I am the one who has pause control, I believe, because I created the server. But luckily, I did not listen. Ooh, Shadi trying to clear it away, ends up doubling it in. .51 seconds left to go. Nush. First touch reset over the top of Shadi. Shadi, 30 seconds to try and bring this back. A little air dribble 360 bump. Trying to find ways to make the double jump bump look cooler. I'll tell you what, I'm convinced. Now he needs a kickoff. I just left the party. I don't know why. I've been kicked out. Nush. Curve dash recovery. Shadi able to get a few touches over the top, and in the final seconds, he's got himself a tie game. Party was destroyed because of connection error. You hate to see it, but what you love to see is cinema. Game open for 4 hours. Open the friends tab to fix or wait till end of game and it'll prompt. Is that what happens? Wait, what? When you have the game open for 4 hours, it just your connection always dies? Dude, well, how does Tiny Terry know everything? He's a genius. He's the creator. He's the dev. He is everyone, and we are him. Nush. Pass to himself. Off the ceiling, doesn't work. Shadi forces him back. Nush resets. Top shelf. The execution is clean with the whole game on the line. Resets. Slots it to take game number 1. Game number 2. Shadi versus Nush. Haven't played Rocket League for 4 hours in a row before. I mean, I do it all the time in these kind of tournament settings. And I guess, apparently you get kicked out. Is it every 4 hours? Sorry, I keep sniffling a little bit into the mic, dude. I don't know what happened, if like an allergen just went straight into my like lungs or something, or brain. But all of a sudden, it's like allergy activated times like 1,000. Nush with the pre-jump as Shadi looks to chip up the ball. Now playing off the sidewall. Gets it out ahead and gets the first goal. It's the bias giving you allergies. Shadi, nice read and reaction as he sees the Nush challenge. Nush gonna snag the corner boost to try and lock in as big of an advantage as possible off of his kickoff win. Multiple 50s, nice pre-flip. It did not seem like this was necessarily gonna be a goal. Even after he gets beat here, Shadi's got Season 10 Dunk Master on as a title. I wonder if that helps him with in-game dunks. You get it from being a grand champion in hoops. Nush versus Shadi. Grand final. Updated now. Shadi air dribble into 50. Did not win it. In fact, lost it into the control of Nush. Slams at the length of the field. Oh, wait. Maybe it is the SSL title. No, it would be a different color, right? I'm assuming the colors for the extra modes match the normal colors. Rawas is not queued up for the NA Cash Cup. Just Jory, as it looks like, as far as players who have traveled overseas and played in the Cash Cup. Legendary Baller is SSL. Would I rather be a Legendary Baller or a Dunk Master? I think I'd rather be a Dunk Master. Yeah, tomorrow we'll follow the EU Cash Cup. We'll get some of that Moxie gameplay that has been eluding us. Nice counterattack from Shadi. Shadi, little pass to himself on the side wall. That's a funny way of saying you can't get SSL. I'll have you know that I also can't get Grand Champ in hoops. I haven't tried, but I'm sure I would not be able to. Actually, I don't really know. Is it easier or harder than 2v2 Grand Champ? I don't think I'd be able to. Shadi with a 2-goal lead. Nice air dribble. Easier, harder? Okay, good to know. You're GC3 and you can't get GC1 in hoops. Yeah. I could see it being that way. Nush. Fortunate dunk, maybe. Or maybe completely calculated. As his resets throws him directly at the ball. And gets followed up for a dunk. Shadi. Ooh, wow. Look at the movement on this flick. A great catch. And just sends one top left. Shadi seems to be in the zone with his flicks. Counterattack from Nush. Man, he just boomed the ball. Kept this one within one. What's your prediction if Nupo plays against Moxie at Leon? I was asked about this on the main stream. Who my favorite was to be world champion. That's what Wave Punk asked me. And I mean, the answer I gave him was arguably a cop-out. But I think I would have said the truth if I felt like there was one. I think Diaz, Nupo, or Moxie could all be world champion. I really do. So it's hard to predict. So I don't know what to say. If Nupo ends up winning and Nupo play Moxie, I think that's, you know, about as good of a match as we'll ever get. Just kind of like Diaz versus Nupo should be. Yeah, but which one? The fans. Do you think Diaz has his chance against Nupo? Definitely. Yeah, for sure. He definitely has a chance against Nupo. It is equal, I would say, between all the players left in RLCS 1v1. That's a funny way of saying you're bad at analysis. Okay. All right. Cutting chat off from all analysis ever again. Ooh, nice setup. Look at this. Single jump from Nush as he lines up his car to prep the flick. And then rips it. You're saying that because when you heard all those streamers saying Nupo would beat him up 4-0? Which streamers? Streamers who either may have a bias towards Saudi players and or may have a bias against Brazilian players? Nush needs to make a save. And he will get himself one win away. Ooh, what great placement from Shadi. This is grand finals. As Shadi able to put it right on the crossbar and in. Drowley and Vatira think Nupo going to 4-0 him? Was that before or after Drowley played Diaz? Game number 3. Moxie literally said Nupo could beat Diaz KVM. Now I know you're lying because Moxie, Mr. Subathon, hasn't been live. So there's no way Moxie told you that. We are in game number 3 of the grand finals of the Mina Cash Cup. It is Nush versus Shadi. Nush going through winners, trying to finish off an undefeated series run here by getting a win against Shadi. He could lose a series and still be a first place finisher. Shadi would have to reverse sweep in this one, and then Nush would just have to win the second series. The King of Marbles says Shadi needs some prayers in his favor. Nush, fake, 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 fake. And then goes in bottom left. What can you do? So many different fakes. He somehow managed to get like 7 in there in a brief moment. Nush. Flick denied. Nush gonna try the Diaz challenge. I don't think he is. He doesn't look like he's trying to go the full distance. He's going down to the ground. He's going instead for his 180 backflip flick, where he kind of pivots it off of the tail end of his car. Shadi doesn't find anything off his aerial. Now he's gonna have to defend one of Nush's. Nush. Oh my goodness, this late reset is not something Shadi was expecting, and neither was I. As Nush gets the first, continues to dribble, and then sneaks one more to get it over the top of Shadi. Nush, he's just too cush in the tush. Couldn't have said it better myself, which is of course why I stole your chat and said it out loud. Shadi gonna tap this one around. A very obvious challenge from Nush and make it 3-3. Do I think Nush is the most talented individual not at the major, or who is? I have to think about that. Could be like an Oski. I'm just thinking, you know, EU's 5 is usually a good place to go to. So we got Nas, Oski, and Itachi to pick from. Feels like it might be one of those three. Nice reset from Shadi. Oh wait, Speed didn't make the major? Yeah, Speed then. Didn't realize Speed didn't make it. Nush. A dunk that on his way to pick up boost and avoid demo. He cannot find the angle. Might be able to convert his advantage, although he uses a ton of his boost right away. So now to be Shadi control. Shadi gonna restart this take again, but Nush does a good job pre-jumping to the sidewall to end it. Shadi just a little pogo off the back wall. Almost helped him counter. Nush trying to demo, doesn't get it. Now is out of position and will not get punished. What a save. Last second pre-flip demo from Nush. And now he's got himself an air dribble. Shadi thinking about a ceiling challenge, does stay on the back wall. Nush will flick it directly at him. Can he find a way to score this in and out of the net? He won't. Shadi won't even let it come down underneath the crossbar. He'll go up and save it. And now he's going to try and fake Nush back to make him pay for his earlier 5,000 fakes in a row. Nush again wants demos. He's going high speed. And when he loses the ball, he's just hoping he can make it make sense by getting a demo. But hasn't been able to do it consistently. He's just going to dive Shadi here, steal this one away. First touch resets. Expecting an early challenge from Shadi. Popped the ball right away. Actually just launched Shadi out into no man's land. Caught him right as he was jumping. And that jump power played into it. Sent him soaring to the midfield. A lot of the matches from today will be uploaded. Maybe not every single one, but that Nush versus Dr. Known one to start was a really good one. Nice low 50. I'm sure we'll include some of the later ones as well. I think you got to have KC as the favorite still over at the major for 3v3. Nush trying to finish off a sweep. Shadi lobbing this one up. Nush at ceiling height, and the last little pre-flip flick is what makes a difference here in order to not let Shadi have easy control. And then he gets a demo as well. Double Shadi, nice respawn save. Nush picks up the sidewall 100, brings the ball back to the target, and Shadi makes yet another great save. He needs to keep making these because next goal for Nush probably ends the series. And that is a 6th. Will it do it? Is that good enough to win the Cash Cup Grand Final? Nupo, I think, is traveling today. Tomorrow, maybe there's a chance we could get Nupo a match. I believe he's ready to play and arrives tomorrow. Nush clean takeaway with Shadi deep in his half. Now he's got a 3-goal lead, and he's not skipping this replay. He's letting him marinate in it. He's in NA. He's playing ranked right now. Is he streaming? I mean, maybe we could get him a match, but he told me to ask him tomorrow. GG's.